All right, welcome to the daily market analysis and the final analysis for this week, 13 May. What we're going to do tonight is go over updates of the market and identify setups tonight into tomorrow. So first pair we're going to go over is going to be CJ. On CJ 4-hour time frame, right? We had a small M right here, right below the high level line, right? And they dip down here to the 13 EMA. We'll go down to the 1 hour. So again, first leg during the US session, right? Came back, gave another M, and then came back and gave us 2 more M's. Now, we missed this trade because I did not pay close attention to this wick right here. All right. This wick made this trade so valid to enter during the end of this US session, right? But I assumed that they were going to continue pushing up or retest during London. But what this was a 22 trade. So first leg, second leg, right? It came down, first leg, second leg. I somehow missed this wick. It didn't dawn on me that this was a 22. We call it a 22 because it's a 2, right? 2 top and then 2 top. 22 trade. That is valid, right? So I was expecting them to come back up, just like I said last night, and retest. They had already done it during the Asian session, and they dropped. During the US, I really don't care to trade the US so much, but I would have taken this had this TDI been a little higher, right, towards this market baseline. It was too much space, and they continued down. They're on their way back up now, right? But I do not foresee them coming past this area here, right, before continuing short. Oops. There we go. All right, so this is the range for them to continue the trend. So essentially, there's 1, 2 levels of drop. They still owe us a third one. TDI has already been outside of the bottom Bollinger Band, and it's on its way back up now towards this market baseline. But this is the range. I'm expecting them to hit this market baseline and continue down, or close before, right, just below, just like they did right here, and continue down. So missed money is not lost money. We'll move on to UC. We did not enter this trade because on the 4-hour time frame, a lot of consolidation. That M that they gave us was not sharp, right? They did a lot of consolidation, extended the low, did a stop hunt, right? Extended that low right there to pick up pending orders of people that were going short, and then also hit the stop losses of people that got it right before taking off. So just based off that 4-hour time frame, I was not comfortable with it. We have strict trading criteria, right? Check down, and it didn't fit with it. All right, moving on to EJ. So EJ right now is on its way back up, right? TDI is at the market baseline, right, on this candle right here, price action. So they're going to continue short once they get about here. I'm expecting them to reverse in there, We do have a lot of Euro news. It is not red news. It is mainly green, but those small news releases could still have them push right and do a stop point all the way back up here to this high right here. You see that line, yesterday's high? We'll go ahead and line that up. That is right here off this peak, right? So that could be potentially where they come tonight. So I'll go ahead and move that up here off this peak. Right, so be expecting a signal once they get up here to go ahead and take that short. I already covered NJ and AJ. Those are gone already. NC. So NC finally did what I said it was going to do. I had disregarded it because I liked these setups better for EJ and CJ, right? And I was going to let NC run its course. Well, it did. Gave us first leg and second leg, right? And then took off long. Only way we trade this now, because they've already completed one level on the 4-hour time frame. Only way we trade this now is if they come back down here, right? And then we catch it before they continue up. Right now, they've done 1, 2, 3 pushes, right? Dropped. They just need to retest this right here, this leg, as long as this stays valid, right? And TDI comes down here towards this market baseline, we'll continue long. So we'll do this right here. All right, so that's set. That is it for my pairs. I'm gonna pass it off to Nick. Do you have any questions before I pass it off? All right, is everything's making sense? Yep. All right. You're good, bro.
All right, let me bring up my screen. All right. So, real quick, slept through all my alarms last night. Not too happy about that. One piece of good news is that pairs panned out the way we thought they would. Not as much, but they did pan out. All right, so moving into GU first. So yesterday we had our shift away from the peak. This is the shift that we're talking about. Started the day off yesterday, false move day beginning, and then it shifted another 50 pips down. So moving into the day, looking for them to come back up and retest into, this range probably. As you can see, we have a moon on our 1-hour chart, so we're going to wait to see if we get another indicator like that on the top end before really paying attention for an M formation. If they issue that during the Asian session, that'd be ideal so that we could lead into the London session with second leg M. But there is red news for the U.S. dollar tomorrow morning at around 8:30. So more to follow on that. Might not happen until tomorrow morning. So we'll just have to pay attention to the signals that the market maker gives us, and we will be okay. So same thing with GJ, right? Yesterday we were looking for a sell. That's what happened. Nice shift. They moved about 100 pips or so. 70, that's what it was. This was the pair I was talking with Javon about earlier. They moved 70 pips. Again, pretty frustrating. We definitely called this out last night concerning the sell and the why. But it's okay. We've got our peak formation up here. So we're looking for a level 1 safety trade coming out of tonight. Again, though, waiting for some type of indicator on the top end here. I like that. I'd like it when, if we have this bottom indicator, right, we get a top one before we start looking for another trade, and vice versa on the W's, right? So we have this. You see this indicator. We'd like to see another one on the bottom end like this. What I'm meaning. So looking for some opportunities with pound yen tonight. Hopefully, I'm worried that it might not happen until U.S. session while I'm in class and Javon's at work. That happened a couple times this week happened with pound US dollar. And I missed that. Pretty frustrating. But we'll see. Like I said, what the market maker gives us is what we're going to take. Okay. So GN, same thing, right? We had our away from peak last night. We were talking about a sell. That's what happened. They moved probably 130 pips. I think it was 116. So daily range was 130. Moved after the move, it was about 116. It's a heavy mover. So just like the other two pairs, right? Looking for retest of the high like this because we got indicator on bottom, indicator on top already, right? With these two stars. So looking for an information coming out of the Asian into the London, into that Brinks box area that we've discussed, giving us our level 1 safety trade away from peak formation, which is right here. This is the peak formation high of the week. So we've got some pretty good opportunities tonight. Looking forward to it. I'm going to set an additional 2 alarms. Try to get myself up out of that bed that's so comfortable sometimes. And try to get some quality trades out to you guys. As with every other webinar, feel free to reach out to us in the group chat via Discord or just shoot us a direct message in there. Javon, you got anything else?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're going to cover the videos. Yeah.
Tonight, I am going to start working on a series for the checkdowns. I know us covering this and recording it and giving y'all access to this to view whenever y'all like is nice, right? But for y'all and new clients, I'm gonna create a series that goes in depth, breaking down the weekly time frame, day, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute, all the way down to the 5-minute time frame. So y'all don't have to depend on us. I'm also go over the different type of M's and W's that happen during the London session, and this will cover the London session exclusively, not the US session. I'm not going to go over that just yet. But identifying peaks and the patterns and the time frame, all that stuff. So you'll have that at your exposure to reference whenever. And then I'll also be posting that cheat sheet in there, right? A lot of good information, to where you don't have to watch the whole webinar to get that info. You can just reference that series, that checkdown series, and it'll have all the signals. I mean, all the indicators that we use. I still needed to put the template and all that stuff onto the website so y'all can download it, and I'll be going over all that. Entries and exits. So again, we reference that series. It'll be a lot shorter, so you can actually go over this stuff in your free time, and also so we can start doing homework assignments, chart markups. I'm gonna create a series over that as well, how I mark up my charts. All right. So if you have any questions about anything, please reach out. Other than that, have a good night.